Imagine you're at a fork in the road. One path leads to a steady job, a happy family, and a comfortable life. The other offers adventure, excitement, and the unknown. You take a deep breath, a mix of emotions swirling inside: fear, excitement, maybe even a little doubt. You close your eyes and you choose. But was this choice truly yours, or were you destined to make it all along? This is the heart of the free will determinism debate, a question that's been around for centuries and continues to puzzle us today. The champions of choice, believing we're in control. On one side stand the free willers. They believe we have the power to make real choices, independent of anything outside or inside of us. We're the captains of our own ships, steering through life with free will at the helm. They point to everyday experiences: the struggle before a big decision, the regret for a bad choice, the joy of a good one. These wouldn't exist, they argue, if we weren't truly in control. Thinkers like Abraham Maslow believed in something called self-actualization. This means we all have a natural urge to reach our full potential. Therapy, from this view, helps people make conscious choices that align with their true selves, rather than just accepting what life throws at them. The clockwork universe. Everything happens for a reason. Across the way stand the determinists. They paint a picture of a universe governed by strict rules. Every event, including our choices, is a predetermined consequence of a chain reaction that stretches back to the beginning of time. We're not free agents, but rather puppets on a stage, our movements dictated by unseen strings: our genes, upbringing, and the environment. Imagine a giant game of chess, where the pieces have no say in their movement, yet believe they control the squares on the board. Science seems to back them up to some extent. Brain scans can sometimes predict our choices before we're even aware of them. Studies on identical twins raised apart show how genes can influence personality and behavior. If identical twins, despite different environments, act similarly, it suggests some choices might be predetermined by our genetic makeup. Beyond the binary. A mix of both. The free will vs. determinism debate often boils down to two main camps: hard determinism and compatibilism. Hard determinism takes a stricter stance, arguing that free will is an illusion. Every event, including our thoughts and actions, is a predetermined consequence of the initial state of the universe. If you could rewind time with the exact same starting conditions, everything, including your choices, would unfold identically. Compatibilists, on the other hand, believe that free will and determinism can coexist. They argue that even if our choices are ultimately influenced by prior events, we still have the capacity to make them freely. As long as we can consider different options and act based on our desires, we have free will, even if those desires are themselves shaped by factors like genetics and upbringing. Psychology steps in, understanding why we do what we do. Psychology finds itself caught in the middle of this debate. Many approaches lean towards determinism, viewing our behavior as shaped by past experiences and our environment. Behaviorism, for instance, emphasizes the role of external stimuli and rewards in shaping behavior. Social learning theory builds on this, suggesting that we learn by observing and imitating others. These approaches paint a picture where our choices are not freely made, but rather the predictable outcomes of past experiences and conditioning. However, psychology also offers perspectives that support free will. Cognitive psychology delves into how our minds work, exploring how we process information, make decisions, and solve problems. Concepts like attention, memory, and decision-making highlight the complex internal processes that contribute to choices. The weight of choice. What does it all mean? The implications of the free will vs. determinism debate are vast. If we have free will, then we're truly responsible for our actions and have the power to shape our destinies. We can set goals, work hard, and achieve great things. Determinism, on the other hand, suggests a more passive role. We might be inclined to give up on goals, believing them to be predetermined anyway. Consider education. If intelligence and learning are predetermined, does effort even matter? The debate also influences how we view mental illness. If free will exists, addiction or depression can be seen as choices, potentially leading to blame and a lack of empathy. Determinism, however, suggests these conditions may be caused by factors beyond one's control, promoting a more compassionate approach to treatment. The unconscious mind, a hidden player. Psychology and mind. Sigmund Freud, the father of psychoanalysis, theorized that a significant portion of our mental life is outside of our conscious awareness. Our thoughts, feelings, and behaviors can be influenced by unconscious desires, conflicts, and early childhood experiences. This raises the question of whether our seemingly conscious choices are truly free, or simply the product of unconscious forces bubbling beneath the surface. For example, someone who experiences an inexplicable fear of public speaking might not consciously understand the root cause, which could be a traumatic childhood experience buried in the unconscious. In this case, the fear would be a product of determinism, the past experience. Yet the individual might be unaware of the cause, leading them to believe the fear is a conscious choice. Beyond the binary, the human symphony. Ultimately, the question of free will might remain unanswered. But the debate itself is a valuable exercise. It forces us to examine our assumptions about ourselves and the world around us. It encourages us to take responsibility for our actions while acknowledging the powerful forces that shape our choices. Perhaps the answer lies not in choosing between free will and determinism, but in recognizing them as two sides of the same coin. We may be influenced by the past, our genes, upbringing, and unconscious desires, but we also have the ability to learn, grow, and make choices that shape the future. The true power lies in understanding these influences and using them to navigate the crossroads of life with greater awareness and intention. The human tapestry, a blend of influences. Imagine ourselves not as passive puppets on a predetermined stage, nor as isolated individuals making choices in a vacuum. Instead, we are conductors of a grand human symphony. Our genes provide the instruments, our environment shapes the score, and our unconscious plays a subtle melody in the background. Yet, within this orchestra of influences, we hold some degree of agency. We can choose to focus on the melody, to refine our instrument, and to adjust the tempo. While the music may be predetermined in a broad sense, the way we play it, the emotions we infuse into it, is where our free will finds its expression. The human experience is a fascinating tapestry, woven from the threads of determinism and free will. We are products of our genetic heritage, shaped by our environment, and influenced by the hidden whispers of the unconscious. Yet, amidst this intricate web of causality, there remains a spark of something else: the ability to choose, to learn, and to grow. The quest for self-knowledge, a psychological journey. Psychology offers valuable tools in this ongoing quest for self-understanding. By exploring the interplay between determinism and free will, we can gain a deeper appreciation for the complexities of human behavior. Techniques like cognitive behavioral therapy (CBT) can help us identify the unconscious patterns that influence our choices and provide strategies to make conscious changes. Mindfulness practices can increase our self-awareness, allowing us to observe our thoughts and feelings without judgment, thus fostering a greater sense of agency in our reactions. The ethical landscape, responsibility and choice. The free will debate holds significant implications for the field of ethics. If our actions are completely predetermined, can we truly be held responsible for them? The legal system, for instance, hinges on the assumption that individuals have the capacity to choose between right and wrong. Determinism could challenge this fundamental principle, raising questions about punishment and the possibility of rehabilitation. However, even within a deterministic framework, there's room for a nuanced approach to responsibility. While our past experiences may influence our actions, acknowledging them allows us to take ownership of our choices and strive for change. Therapy and rehabilitation programs can still play a role in helping individuals overcome past conditioning and make more positive choices in the future. The pursuit of happiness. Finding meaning in choice. The debate also influences our understanding of happiness and fulfillment. If free will exists, then we have the power to actively shape our lives and pursue goals that bring us joy. However, determinism doesn't necessarily negate the possibility of happiness. Even if our desires and goals are influenced by past experiences, actively pursuing them can provide a sense of meaning and purpose. The key may lie in striking a balance between accepting the influence of determinism and embracing the potential of free will. We can acknowledge the role of genetics, environment, and unconscious forces in shaping our desires, while simultaneously recognizing our power to choose how we respond to them. The ever-evolving debate, a call for continuous inquiry. The question of free will versus determinism will likely continue to spark philosophical discourse and scientific exploration for generations to come. New discoveries in neuroscience may shed light on the brain's decision-making processes, influencing our understanding of free will. Continued exploration of the unconscious mind could provide deeper insights into the hidden forces that influence our choices. Ultimately, the debate is not about finding a definitive answer. It is about fostering a deeper understanding of ourselves, the complex tapestry of influences that shape our experiences, and the power we hold to navigate the crossroads of life with intention and responsibility. As we continue to explore the intricate interplay between determinism and free will, we embark on a journey of self-discovery, one that empowers us to navigate the uncertainties of life and shape our own unique path in the grand human symphony. Conclusion. The free will vs. determinism debate is a testament to the enduring human desire to understand ourselves. It compels us to grapple with fundamental questions about the nature of reality, the power of choice, and the very essence of our being. While a definitive answer may remain elusive, the journey itself is one of self-discovery, empowering us to live with greater awareness and intention as we navigate the fascinating tapestry of the human experience.